Hey guys, my name's Kuya Kurt. I travel around the Philippines eating at local restaurants in order to practice my Tagalog. Meron silang isda, may adobo. Kain tayo ate! Sip-sipin natin. Kasi sabi niya, hindi ka talagang tunay na Pilipino kung hindi mo sisipin. Imas, lamig kayo, masyara. Today we are in Barangay Maharlika at Halal Tapsilog, Bulalo and Parisan, kung saan natatagpuan daw ang pinakamasarap na mga silog meal, pansit at iba pa. Pero ngayon guys, kasi nagkamali ako, akala ko Sabado ngayon. It's not, honest to God, I thought today was Saturday. It's Easter Sunday, guys. Anong Easter sa Tagalog? Merong salita for Easter? Or parang wala? Easter na lang. Guys, Easter Sunday ngayon. Ang araw kung saan namuhay pa rin ang ating Panginoon. Di ba? So guys, I drove by sa aking scooter. Dumaan ako dito. At parang sarado halos lahat ng mga businesses ngayon kasi Easter Sunday pala. Kala ko Sabado siya. Kasalanan ko yun. Pero nakita ko yung kainan na ito at mukhang masarap ang lahat. Meron silang isda, may adobo, may... Anong tawag ito ate? Yung mga beans? Ano tawag?
Sitaw. Adobo sitaw.
Adobo sitaw.
Yes.
Anong pinakamabenta nyo ngayon araw?
Lahat naman po.
Tamang sagot yun. Lahat ang masarap, guys.
Number one pastil.
Yung pastil. Ay, ito yung pastil?
Pastil yan.
Yung pastil, para sa mga na di nila alam, parang ano siya, chicken, di ba?
Chicken yan.
Sa loob ng dahon ng banana leaf.
Yung ganito.
Ay, oh, okay. Ay, parang ano siya, parang,
Rice.
anong tawag yun? Parang Bisaya delicacy, di ba? Ay, hindi. Ay, Muslim. Ay, okay. Kaya pala. So, we have a pastil, guys. Masarap siya. At ito yung kasamang itlog. Adobo ba yun?
Yes.
Oh, guys. You know me. I love adobo. At mango pa ito. Manga. Monggo. Siguro ate, pwede sa akin yung isang order ng pastil nyo. Pwedeng sa akin yung isang pastil at pwedeng kalahating order ng adobo nyo at saka monggo, half order ng monggo.
Okay.
At isang takal ng kanin, syempre. At meron din kayong mga inumin. May
Mountain Dew, Sprite.
ay isang Mountain Dew sa akin.
Sip.
Kunin ko lang
Okay.
yung pastil. So, sinubukin ko lang yung pastil guys, isang beses lang. Oh, thank you. Doon pag nasa Cebu ako, masarap siya talaga. Oh, okay. I cannot believe today is Sunday, guys. I am just all over the place. Kain tayo, ate! Ay, thank you. Wow. So one thing that I'm actually not a big fan of that they do here in the Philippines, and I understand.
Kain mo, sir.
Ano ito?
Spicy.
Alo.
Bicol Express.
Ay, Bicol Express ito.
Yes.
Guys, Bicol Express. Adobong manok, samang itlog, mga maingay na tricycle, at saka monggo. And then, we're just waiting for the rice. And then, syempre, isang pastil na mainit pa. Mainit pa siya, guys. So one thing I'm not a fan of here in the Philippines is the plastic that they put on the dishes like this in order to make cleaning faster. And I totally understand it because you can get a lot of customers coming in. There's no time to like wash dishes. These are usually family restaurants, so it's limited number of people that work inside the restaurant. So I totally understand why they do it. I'm not a fan because we're just more aware of what microplastics are doing to our bodies, and it's really, really bad. Some study said that all of us have like a credit card amount of microplastics sa loob ng ating katawan kada araw. every day. We have and it's almost impossible to escape. It's in the air. It's in our bottled waters. It's everywhere, guys. And anyway, but I had an experience when I was down in Cebu, where my editor Erwin is from. Shout out Erwin. We went to, I forget the name of the resto, but you can see it if you type a search into the channel. You'll see it. We went to a restaurant where they take basically yung atay ng baboy, yung puso, yung bituka. So basically every part of a pig. They chop it up and they throw it into a fryer, deep fry. Pinaprito nila. And when they're done, they put it into a dish like this and you eat it kasamang hanging rice. When I got the dish, I could see that the plastic had melted onto the meat, onto all of the different laman, all of the different pieces of the pig. So for that meal, I was trying to pick off the melted plastic from the food. So, but I understand it. It's just the way it is. So I think we're just waiting on the Mountain Dew and the rice, guys, and we can start this. I'm super excited for the, alam nyo guys, I really enjoy adobo with an egg. It's so masarap. So here we go, guys. We got the soda coming up. This is my first soda. It's my first Mountain Dew in like a week. So I don't want to hear it, okay? I one a day. Isa lang. Ay, thank you po. Tapos meron din kanin?
Isang rice.
Isang rice. Mountain Dew. I'm waiting for you, Mountain Dew. I had a piece of my own beard in the straw. I thank you. So we got our kanin here, guys. This is this looks like less rice than I usually get. This is like half a cup of rice. I usually get a full cup, but that's okay because we got our pastil. Wow, guys. Look at this with kasamang manok. Let's eat on the banana leaf instead. Banana leaf is way healthier than the plastic. Maybe the pastil that I had in Cebu was different because it was rice and then wrapped inside of the rice was a meat. And this one, the meat was kind of just looks like it was just placed on the banana leaf with the rice. So maybe I'm thinking of something different. I don't know. Okay, guys. Nice little place. It's very, I mean, it's Easter Sunday right now. And these guys might be Muslim. I didn't want to ask because that's invasive. But you can see it's just a nice little kainan. And again, guys, I know if you're a foreigner in the Philippines and you come across a restaurant like this, your first thought is that, okay, this isn't going to be super clean. It's not going to be very good. Guys, this is where the food is at, okay? They've got all these different varieties of Filipino ulam. Ulam is something that you put on top of rice. And it's super affordable, guys. Hindi mura, affordable. So we're going to try some of these right now. By the way, happy Easter Sunday to all my mga Kristiyano doon sa mundo. So here we've got, I love eggs with my adobo. And then we got a little piece of potato here. I love adobo with potato and egg. So first thing we do with the adobo is you fish out. This is how I like to eat adobo. You fish out. Tanggalin mo lang ang buto. Hindi buto, buto. Diba? Yan ang tamang, iba yung buto. Yan ang sabi ng mga tao sa akin. I usually like to mix up my adobo. But I'm hungry. Sip-sipin natin. Kasi sabi niya, hindi ka talagang tunay na Pilipino kung hindi mo sisipin Shut up. Okay, now that we got the meat separated from the bone, we're gonna break up this egg just a little bit. This is so nice, guys. It's just a quiet, I'm so blown away. Like, I woke up this morning, guys. I went to bed last night thinking it was Friday night. I'm like, oh cool, it's Saturday. It's an easy, relaxing day. Man. So good. So refreshing. So, naimas. Lami kayo. Masharap. How funny is it that I know how to say delicious in the three major languages of the Philippines? Ilocano, Bisaya, Tagalog. The three largest spoken languages. Guys, I have a bone to pick with someone. A commenter on one of my YouTube videos. Sabi nila, fake daw yung tawa ko. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I've been laughing the same way since I was like 5 years old. So kung fake siya, fake ka rin. Kung fake ang, kung plastic ang tawa ko, plastic ang mukha mo. Guys, 8 out of 10 on the adobo. Absolutely delicious. I love egg. Moving on. Mongo. I've had mongo a couple of times in my life. I don't think I've had it recently, as in several years. And mongo is just like it sounds. It's a bunch of beans, and it's sometimes mixed with other gulay. You got some onions in there. So basically, it's kind of like a porridge, and it's really, really good. Sobrang nakakastansya, or nakakastansya, malusog. And it's a great meal, and it's a light meal. Adobo is like a heavier meal because it's meat and egg, and this is just basically veggies and rice. That's very good. Guys, this is the POV of me eating food. That's what the food sees right before I devour it. Isn't it cool, guys, that like, this is a cool thought by Kuya Kurt. Thoughts by Kuya Kurt. Ang isip ko. Sunlight is a result of stellar fusion. Because at the core of the sun, now remember, the core of the sun is about 50 times larger than the entire world. And the sun itself has the mass of something like, what is it, 100,000 Earths? Something like that, some ridiculous number. The pressure from the gravity of the sun's own mass is so great na dito sa gitna ng araw, the pressure is so much, hydrogen atoms, literally, there's not enough space for them to like move around and do their thing. Hydrogen atoms will literally bang into each other, knock off electrons. Those electrons are like shooting bullets. And those shooting electrons go and hit other hydrogen atoms to shoot off more electrons. Pretty sure it's electrons. And then those hydrogen atoms that lost an electron will smash with another hydrogen atom and fuse together to become helium. And that is solar fusion. That's what happens in the core of our sun. And that's why the sun gives energy, because those little electrons that were shot off like bullets, over the course of millions of years, they will zigzag and move around the core of the sun, eventually working their way up towards the mantle, towards the top part of the sun. And after millions of years of bouncing around inside the sun, becoming parts of other atoms, getting fused to heavier and heavier metals, or heavier and heavier chemicals, that electron will escape the sun and becomes a beam of light, a photon. And then that photon travels 8 minutes to the earth, hits the earth, natatamaan. And depending on where it hits the earth, it causes plant life to grow. Plants consume sunlight. That's their thing. And then you have animals who consume the plants. And then you have other animals who consume the animals who consume the plants. And then you have animals who consume the plants. And it's so cool to think that everything that I'm putting into my mouth right here is literally transformed sunlight. Thoughts by Kuya Kurt. And then eventually, the sun, because we can gauge how old a star is, a sun, by how luminous, how bright it is. And we know that our sun is about halfway through its life cycle. It's got about another 4 to 5 billion years of giving us sunshine. And then eventually, as all of the hydrogen in the core of the sun becomes helium, and then all of that helium will eventually become oxygen, and then all of that oxygen will go through different combinations, turn into different chemical elements, and eventually it will become the heaviest, densest chemical element, iron. And at that point, it's lights out for the sun. The pressure of all of that stuff happening inside the core of the sun will start to push out, and the sun's gravity will no longer be able to contain the nuclear fusion going on inside the core of the sun. So the sun will start to expand. And so in about 1 billion years from now, the sun's light will increase about 15%. That may not sound like a lot. That's enough to cook off all animal life on the earth. And eventually, over a few more billion years, the sun will continually expand and expand and expand. It's going to consume Mercury, the closest planet. It will consume Venus, the next closest planet, and it will very most likely consume the Earth. If not consume the Earth, it will strip away the Earth's atmosphere and burn off every single thing in existence, making Earth basically like Mars. And then it'll maintain that size and that growth for a couple of more billion years, and eventually the sun will get so big it will collapse under its own weight, and it will transform into a white dwarf, or maybe it's a red dwarf. Basta may isang bago siyang kulay, red dwarf, white dwarf, di ko alam. And then it'll stay a white dwarf or a red dwarf for about another, trillion years until it finally fizzles out and becomes a blue. Is it a blue giant? Maybe I have my terms mixed up. Or it could explode and become a supernova. That's where a sun explodes and it spills all of its chemical guts all over the universe. And then those chemical guts go and swirl in combination with other chemical guts from other suns over the course of billions of years. And those chemical elements become giant gas clouds. And that is the nursery of new stars. New stars will start to attract the chemicals will start to attract together and eventually become the core of a new sun. Cycle of life, guys. Anyway, long story short, we only have so long in this life. So enjoy yourself a nice cup of Bicol Express. Maanghang. Maanghang, guys. That's super maanghang. Woo! I'm slowly getting used to the spiciness level here. Anyway, guys, if you couldn't tell, I'm a big science nerd. Oh my gosh, should I get another Mountain Dew? Wag na lang. That's enough sugar for today. Summer's here, so we have to get beach body ready, guys. Oh, that is sobrang mainit. Let's try a little bit of the mongo with the Bicol Express para kasi ano, bakit hindi? When when I turned around 30 years old, so this is after I graduated from college, I moved to New York City. I got really interested in the sciences because I was a terrible student in school. I was not a good student. I hated studying, I hated being in classes. And then for some reason, like right around the age of 30, I started asking myself questions like, well, where did our sun come from? How did the earth form? Why do fossils exist? I had all these questions, and so I started reading books. My first book that I read, which I highly recommend to everyone if you're interested in those kinds of questions, is a book by an astrophysicist by the name of Neil deGrasse Tyson. He does a lot of content. He has a podcast. He does narration of TV shows. Anyway, he wrote a book called Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. I was definitely in a hurry. And it was such a well-written book, and it really piqued my interest in the sciences. And so after I read that book, I started reading more books about biology, DNA sequencing, the human genome. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful way to learn how things operate in the universe. Because, you know, growing up in a religious household, we were taught most answers are God did it, which is fine if you want to stop right there. That's totally cool. But I had a lot more questions like, well, how did God do it? What's the process that was used? So when I started reading about all of this, I got so interested. Oh, kind of full. We'll have one more bite of the mongo with a little bit more of the Bicol Express. We finished the Bicol Express. And then, Tama na, guys. Although I should get a water from a sorry store here. Alright. Let's figure out how much we owe, guys. Hey. My eyes are up here, buddy. Bawal yun. Alright, let's see how much we owe. And then go give ourselves a drink. And then the guys who, there are some guys, some tambais down there, recommended this kainan to me. So I'm gonna go make sure I take care of their merienda. Ate, makano yan sa akin? Lahat?
115.
115 lang? So for 115 guys, my mongo, my pastil, tama? Pastil, isang takal ng kanin, isang Mountain Dew, at saka adobo at Bicol Express. Ang sarap talaga. So ate, meron akong 1,000 para sa inyo. Keep the change po. Sa inyo na. Ha? Totoo, sa inyo na. Kasi Sunday ngayon. So, ipapasa namin yung mga biyaya. Ha? Sino? Kambal ko yun, hindi ako yun. Pwede. Gusto mo ng sticker? Gusto mo ng shoutout sa vlog? Ayaw niya. Sige. Teka lang.
So pa, sir. Thank you, sir.
Guwapo. Saan ka ngayon?
Dito lang po, sir. Dito rin po ako nagtatrabaho, sir. Sa
Ay, talaga? So, taga rito ka sa Maharlika
Taga rito
talaga?
lang sa Maharlika.
Masarap yung pakain dito daw sa Maharlika.
Thank you, sir.
Sige, thank you ha. Mag-ingat kayo. Sige guys. Oo. So, dito guys, dito tayo. Sige.
Hindi nagulat kasi ako, sir, pagdaan ko. Nakita
Oo ba? Yung sabi ko sa camera kanina, akala ko talaga totoo na Sabado ngayon, hindi Sunday. Kaya nagulat ako na parang sarado lahat ng mga ng mga negosyo. Okay. Kamusta? Ikaw ba yung sumigaw kanina? Ikaw ba yun? Ay, ito pala.
How are you?
Okay lang. Taga rito ako.
Your brother.
Filipino ako.
Filipino.
Joke lang guys. Nakakatawa talaga. Ito yung first time ko talaga sa Barangay Maharlika. Wow guys. Ay, may barbershop pa rin. Anong tawag ng barbershop sa Tagalog? Gupitan?
Oh, sir, pagkupitan po.
Pagkupitan. Guys, meron kaming personal escort dito sa Barangay Maharlika. Ang pangalan mo, kuya, isang beses?
Carlo na lang po, Carlo.
Ha? Carlo. Ang bait ni Carlo guys. Kahit Sunday ngayon, hinihatid niya ako.
Shoutout na lang, sir. Pwede po ba?
Pwede!
Shoutout po sa Taguig City Council Boy Scouts po.
Ayun!
Po ako nagtatrabaho, sir, sa Boy Scout po.
Sa Boy Scout. Meron ba dito?
Yes po.
Ay, okay. Akala ko sa US lang yun.
Meron din po, sir. Meron din po.
Guys, sobra talaga yung activity dito ngayon. Kahit Sunday, active pa. Ay, ito pala. Ay, wow. So, special spicy pastil. Ay, ito yung merong mga nagtampay-tampay doon. Sabi nila kailangan subukan yung Hamid the Love recipes. Wow, siguro bukas. Babalik ako dito para titikman natin. Sige, saan ka ngayon? Babalik ka din. Sige, babalik tayo.
Amo.
Sige.
Thank you, sir.
Sige, mag-ingat ka.
Ingat po.
Guys, ang bait talaga.
Hey, sir, pa-shoutout.
Sige, anong shoutout?
Shoutout sa Maharlika ng Taguig.
Ayun. Shoutout sa Maharlika and Taguig. So guys, mauna siya. He's mas mabilis. Thank you for the tour, kuya. So this is, I think this is truly my first time in Maharlika. Oh, guys. Ay, naku. Guys, 109. Ba't ang init dito? Bakit ang init ngayon? Gusto nyo ng shoutout? Anong shoutout? Guys, masipag sila kahit linggo ngayon, ang sipag pa. Shoutout.
Shoutout dyan.
Sige guys, ha? It's so funny. Whenever I walk around with the camera, I say this all the time, but people in the Philippines are so much more open to vloggers. Musta? Because I've done a few vlogs in the US. Like if you scroll down my channel, you'll see videos of me cooking food in my kitchen, Filipino food. Whew, it's hot. It's hot. Ay, okay lang. Nandyan lang yung scooter ko. Oh, syempre naman. So, guys, people here in the Philippines are just so open to vloggers. They all want to do a shout out. Anyways, guys, Filipinos are just like way more open to vloggers. I've seen a few Filipino vloggers walking around and people just like, everyone, it's the same thing. People are like, shout out, vlogger. And then, hello. Like, I get it that I stand out a lot more because I'm 6 feet tall and a different color than everyone else. Ooh, guys, I could go for a water. Anyway, I don't know if you can see my phone. It's 96 degrees or 95 or 96 degrees here in Manila today. Oh, they've got a lot of kainans here dito.
Shoutout!
Anong shoutout?
Shoutout!
Shout out to
Efren!
Welcome to the Philippines!
Welcome. It's more fun in the Philippines. Sige, thank you guys. Oh. What's up? You guys see what I mean? Everyone is so kind to vloggers. Everyone wants to jump in the video. Everyone wants to join in. Whew, guys, it is sobrang mainit. We need to find. Musta? Okay lang. Kahit mainit, okay lang. Nagulat silang lahat. Anyways, guys, I'm sweating like a fool. Oh, wow. They got a bunch of alcohol here. So anyway, guys, we are going to jump on the scooter. We're going to meet up with the one and only Calvin Castiel for some coffee. It is so hot, hot, hot. All right, we're going to pack up. I got to get out of the seat. You guys can see I'm just... Oh, these guys closed up their shop. Or did they close it up? I was gonna give the guys, so I parked right here. There are some guys on the other side of the street started shouting English to me. So I walked over there before the camera was on and I started talking and they said, go try the kainan over there. I said, okay. And that's where we ate. And so I wanted to come back and give them a little something for their merienda later on, but they're all gone. Sayang. That's one of the things I love doing, guys, is if I have spare change or if someone's like helpful in like helping me find kainan to eat at, I love being able to just like give them a little bit for their merienda later on so they can have a little snack. Guys, wag mong tignan ang gulo ng mga bata dito sa barangay Maharlika. Hey! Oh, sabi ko sa inyo magulo. Alright guys, so let's close it up. This is fun, guys. Maharlika is good times. Vlogger! And it's, I probably shouldn't have worn blue jeans. Sobrang init ngayon. So we're gonna pack it up, guys. Hopefully you had a good time watching me mingle with the locals at unti-unti. Nagiging Filipino ako sa puso. Hindi sa dugo, siya puso lang. Alright guys, let's pack it up. Masaya ako na nandito kayo kasama ko, na sumama kayo sa vlog na ito. Sana sasama din kayo sa susunod. Meron kaming isang vlog kada araw, guys. Pangako ko sa'yo na mag-upload ako kada araw ang buhay ko dito sa Pilipinas. Meron kaming tao sa likod. Ang dami mga shoutout. Musta tatay? Ha? Mabuti kahit mainit. Sige guys, we'll see you on the next one. Hanggang sa susunod, ako si Kuya Kurt. Kita-kits.